thing you want to do for removing the alternator is disconnect the battery. In this case, I disconnected the positive terminal. There's 4 plastic tabs that are holding the bottom plastic skid pan on, and you only need to remove that. Some people say you need to remove the inner fender as well. You don't need to do that to get the alternator out. I used a 16mm wrench on the bolt head of the tensioner pulley, and I was able to back it off enough that I was able to pull the belt off. The electrical for the air conditioning, the little push tabs at the top, push it in, slide it off. It's a little bit awkward. The way that I removed the air conditioning compressor was the 3 main bolts on the main bracket, and then there's 2 long ones in from behind, and once you get those out, you're able to get it out. Everything in this car is a very tight fit. By the time you get to this point, you're probably going to be cursing and swearing and wish you didn't even start. Once I thought I had all the bolts removed I needed for the air conditioning compressor to drop, I realized that no, there was one hidden one. So once I shone the light up, and you could see it at the very top, and once you remove that very last bolt, the air conditioning compressor will drop down somewhat. Now that we got the air conditioning dropped down below, you can see the back of the alternator right there. There's one plug with 2 wires. There's a red tab. You slide that forwards and then push it in and pull that tab out. And then the battery one, you pull the black cover off. It reveals the nut on the back. Remove the nut, then pull the battery cable off. I found it easiest to remove the top bolt from the alternator from the top of the engine compartment. Just don't drop your ratchet wrench down below like I did. And then you need to remove the idler pulley that's closest to the alternator to allow you to get it to drop down below. Once you remove that last bolt, the alternator is ready to come out. It's a real tight fit up in there. You're going to get mad and you're going to start cursing, but it does come out. Just got to fight with it for a little bit. Now the fun begins. The alternator is loose, and you got to wiggle it out of its little holder there, and then you got to start to twist it and turn it and able to get it down and out from below. The air conditioning compressor, you're going to have to kind of wiggle that around and pull it down and push it over to the side, but it will come out. Now the alternator's out.